Welcome, curious minds. Today we're diving into the intriguing world of deception and intrigue as we explore the top 10 biggest hoaxes in history. From cunning cons to elaborate pranks, these fabrications have left their mark on society, revealing both the power of belief and the fragility of truth. 1. The Piltdown Man. First up, we have the Piltdown Man, a classic case of paleontological deception. In 1912, amateur archaeologist Charles Dawson claimed to have discovered a missing link between apes and humans in England. The jawbone and skull fragments sparked intense debate and research for decades. It wasn't until the 1950s that scientists exposed it as a hoax, a combination of an orangutan jaw and a human skull, intentionally planted to mislead the scientific community. 2. The Roswell Incident. Next, we have the Roswell Incident. In 1947, a mysterious object crashed near Roswell, New Mexico. The military initially claimed it was a flying disc, but soon changed the story to a weather balloon. Conspiracy theories exploded, suggesting the government was covering up evidence of extraterrestrial life. While the truth may never be fully revealed, the incident sparked decades of UFO fascination and speculation. 3. The Moon Landing Hoax. Some conspiracy theorists insist that the 1969 Apollo 11 moon landing was staged by NASA to win the space race. They point to shadows, flags, and even the absence of stars in photographs as evidence. Despite overwhelming scientific proof of the mission's authenticity, the theory endures, highlighting how easily misinformation can gain traction. 4. The legendary Loch Ness Monster. Reports of a large creature in Scotland's Loch Ness date back centuries. In 1934, a famous photograph known as the surgeon's photo purportedly captured the beast. Years later, it was revealed that the image was a hoax involving a toy submarine. Yet, Nessie continues to capture the imaginations of tourists and cryptozoologists alike. 5. The War of the Worlds radio broadcast. On October 30th, 1938, Orson Welles' radio adaptation of H.G. Wells' novel caused nationwide panic. Many listeners believed the fictional invasion of Earth by Martians was real. The broadcast's realistic news format led to widespread hysteria, demonstrating the power of media and the fine line between fiction and reality. 6. The Cottingley Fairies. Halfway through our list, we encounter the Cottingley Fairies. In 1917, two young cousins in England claimed to have photographed fairies in their garden. The charming images captivated the public, even convincing prominent figures like Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. It wasn't until the 1980s that the cousins admitted they had faked the photos using cutout figures. Still, the story reminds us of our desire to believe in the fantastical. 7. The Hitler Diaries. At number 4, we spotlight the Hitler Diaries. In 1983, German magazine Stern published what were claimed to be the diaries of Adolf Hitler. The explosive revelations sparked immense public interest. However, experts soon determined the diaries were forgeries, created using modern paper and ink. This hoax illustrated the media's appetite for sensationalism and the dangers of unverified claims. 8. The Bigfoot. The wilderness with Bigfoot. Reports of a large, ape-like creature roaming North American forests have persisted for decades. In 1967, a famous film purportedly captured Bigfoot in the wild. However, the man behind the footage later admitted it was staged, yet believers continue to search for evidence, proving that some myths never die. 9. The Sokal Affair. In 1996, physicist Sokal submitted a deliberately nonsensical paper to a cultural studies journal to expose the lack of rigor in postmodern scholarship. When the paper was published, it sparked a heated debate about academic standards and the boundaries of intellectual discourse. Sokal's prank served as a wake-up call, emphasizing the importance of critical thinking. 10. The Cardiff Giant. Finally, we have the Cardiff Giant. In 1869, a 10-foot-tall stone figure was unearthed in Cardiff, New York, claimed to be a petrified prehistoric man. Thousands flocked to see it, captivated by the notion of ancient giants. Eventually, the giant was revealed to be a carved sculpture, but not before it became one of America's most famous hoaxes, showcasing the power of human gullibility. These 10 hoaxes remind us of the complex interplay between belief and deception. As we navigate an age of information overload, let's remain vigilant, questioning the narratives that shape our world. After all, the truth is often stranger and more fascinating than fiction. Thank you for joining me on this journey through history's greatest hoaxes.